we're 630% cooked. I'm really glad we've gotten to this point. We have reached a new level of cooked that I didn't before I think we'd reach necessarily. I was expecting to be in prison by now, but it turns out, no, we are reaching new levels of cookage every single time. It's insane. This guy gets worse all the time. Not only is he a but he is literally losing his mind, crashing out on stream on the daily. It's a glorious day. So this guy made a tweet saying, tonight we celebrate, tomorrow we get the lists from Zoran and the roundup begins. All right, this is talking about Zoran, the guy who won the Democratic mayoral election in New York City. He is a Muslim gay guy communist. Mohammed says in the last 24 hours will be an inflection point for the history of Zionism. Intifada has been globalized. All right, so obviously this is some unhinged shit. So this guy says these people seem bad. All right, this is some unhinged shit. All right, start rounding up the Jews. That's kind of wild. So Hasan decides to retweet this and say, choosing to shit and piss your pants over people clearly joking about the fabricated or racist hysteria about Islamic style anti-Semitic violence that simply failed to win last night's primary. Hasan being like, lol, it's just a joke. The joke is rounding up Jews. Wow. Peak comedy, Hasan. I have never seen this man be not on the side of hating Jews. It's kind of crazy. And now the irony is there is lots of Islamic-style anti-Semitic violence, actually. Have you heard of October 7th? You know, the thing that started the whole domino effect that killed 50,000 people in Gaza? I'm sure you heard about that. That's literally been the content you've been grifting for the last fucking 2.5 years. Dog, your entire content grind has just been that. You, sir, are a genocide profiteer, and you do not give a shit. You don't care about Palestinians, and today we're going to be proving it. Let's prove it. This is Hasan Piker's channel. As you will notice, if you look at his content from like a year ago, it's all Gaza. Everything is Gaza. All right, you type in Gaza, that's his whole fucking content. It's literally been everything. A protest in Gaza. Meet this guy who worked in Gaza. Trump wants to own Gaza, but Gaza. It's all. This is all Gaza. Every single thing here, it's all Gaza. Gaza's his #1 problem. Gaza bad. Gaza crazy. Gaza insane. All right, that's literally his whole content. But if you look at his content now, there is no Gaza content. All right, Asmongold, this hilarious meme could get you deported, which was a hoax, by the way. We got Liver King. We got Trump. Trump is messed up for bullying NATO. We got Jake Tapper's an Islamophobe. Democrats go mask off, and Trump and Zoran and Trump and Iran and conservatives and what happens next, and Iran and Mahmoud Khalil and where's Gaza? What happened to Gaza? Ethan, this is embarrassing. Fun fact, this video has more dislikes, I think, than likes.
Terra is the IT painkiller.
Dog, I literally have YouTube Premium. This is bullshit. But this literally has more dislikes than likes. Crazy how that happens. Turns out he's a shitty guy and nobody likes him. There's no more Gaza content. If you keep looking. 2 weeks of no Gaza. All right, we got 2 weeks of no Gaza. Remember, he goes to Palestine protests all the time, but no Gaza content. Where's the Gaza content, baby? I don't see a single one. What's happening? You were making 2 videos a day on this, brother. What's going on? Weeks? Actual weeks? And it keeps going. That's a month of Gaza-free Hasan content. Are you noticing something pretty weird? Are you noticing, oh, fascism's in LA? That's pretty crazy. This might be why. This is Gaza.
I love you.
You hear what they're saying? I love you, Trump. I love you, Trump.
I love you, Trump. I love you.
Yeah, so this is people in Gaza cheering and celebrating Trump. The worst nightmare of Hasan. People in Gaza not getting starved by Hamas terrorists. Oh my God. Kind of crazy. What a grifter. Holy shit. Holy grifter moly. Kind of crazy how that happened. So it turns out gigantic grifter Hasan Diddy Bin Laden Piker does not like actually covering the fact that people in Gaza are celebrating Trump, because this is literally what's happening. Now, another thing that's pretty interesting going on in Gaza that he doesn't want to be talking about is this. This is a wild video. The Abu Zayed family and other Gaza clans held a march today in Gaza, vowing revenge against Hamas after murdering their child. These are anti-Hamas people in Gaza. Hasan did not make a video on this. He covered every fucking rat that was killed. All right, he covers every fly that was swatted in Gaza. All right, but he doesn't cover any of this. Yeah, so these are people in Gaza going out to war against Hamas. The people that started this entire war. B, refused to release the hostages to this day. C, steal food from the people in Gaza. And D, Hasan Piker supports them. You know why? Because he doesn't give a shit about Palestinians. He never did. It's always been a grift. Now, this is the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation safely distributing over 50 million meals. 50 million meals have been delivered by the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. This is an Israeli and American-backed foundation. By the way, it's an Israeli and American-backed foundation giving this food to starving people in Gaza. Now, this was taken over by the United States and Israel a couple of weeks ago because the United Nations who used to be in charge of giving food to Gaza, ended up giving the food to Gaza where Hamas would steal the food and starve their own people. Because obviously Hamas, terrorists by the way, wanted to starve their own people so they could use the starving people in Gaza as propaganda in their giant war against the West. The UN fucking helped Hamas propagandize the world. So you have to realize what's going on. Israel and America were like, all right, UN, you guys have been shitting your pants. We have got to actually get food to the people. And they have been giving 50 million meals to people in Gaza. So if you don't hear Hasan yelling and screaming about people starving in Gaza, their breasts are empty. Do you know what that smells like? Do you know why? Do you know why? Well, it's because they're actually getting food now, thank God. And then you have people in the streets cheering, thank God for Donald Trump, thank you, Donald Trump. And this is another piece of news that I feel like a lot of people don't want to talk about. And by a lot of people, I mean Hamas, Diddy, Bin Laden, Epstein, Piker. This should be front page news, but it won't be. Hamas murdered 12 American aid workers and tortured others. They were all parts of the US-led Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which delivered 50 million meals to Gazans. Hamas only cares about maintaining power, not helping Palestinians, which is obvious. And they murdered 12 American aid workers. So A, it's a war crime. B, they were Americans. And C, Hasan, why are you not reporting this? You report every single time there's collateral damage in Gaza for the last year, bro. What's going on? You get Hamas literally murdering aid workers trying to deliver foods to starving Palestinians and you don't care? The answer is no, he doesn't care because he supports Hamas, he supports the terrorists, he doesn't support the people in Gaza, he doesn't care about the Palestinians. It has always been a grift. And I am here to let you know that fact. Yep, I am here to tell you because unfortunately, this is the kind of content that no one else in the drama world on YouTube actually wants to touch. And honestly, I don't blame them. I do not blame them for not wanting to actually touch this news, but that is why Hasan has spent the last, bunch of time not talking about Gaza, not a single Gaza video, because, well, what's he gonna say? Hamas is killing aid workers and Palestinians, and there are other gangs in Gaza that are trying to fight back against Hamas's oppression? No, obviously, because he supports the terrorists. He is a terrorist-supporting fuck who hates the oh my god, this guy tagged me on that. That's so cute. He is a terrorist-supporting fuck who hates the Palestinians. He doesn't care. He is using the corpses as props for his propaganda warfare. Fuck this man. You do not understand how evil and vindictive he is, and he is going to use this exact same strategy in his fight against America because you think he hates Israel. He hates America more. And you'll see, you're going to see it keep happening. That's why he wanted Iran to get nukes. That's why he is going to be continually covered on the How Fucked is Hasan Piker franchise. And you should definitely subscribe because this is the fucking coverage that you will not get anywhere else on YouTube. But it's here. Now, all right, Pegasus made a video talking about the crash out that Hasan had on stream, about the lawsuits, about Asmongold. So I wanted to do a deep dive. If you support Hamas, you are a terrorist supporting genocidal fuck. Hamas is a genocidal regime that wanted to kill every Jew and failed. They started a war and now they're losing and they're crying genocide. They are losers and absolute degenerate fucks. If you support Hamas, you're evil and fuck you. Let's see the crash outs, baby.
Welcome back to a series so sweet it's giving people diabetes. In today's video,
my god, it's Feroganing people. People getting Feroganed in real time.
Hasan has completely lost his mind.
Yes!
Ethan,
you know why? You know why he has to do this? He has to do this whole Ethan doesn't care about Palestinians without actually talking about Gaza. Notice dude, he's amazing. He can't even have his normal crash outs anymore. Dude, he can't even have his normal crash outs. He's trying so hard to crash out, but he can't. He can't even criticize Ethan for not talking about Gaza or whatever, because he's not talking about Gaza. He has lost every single ounce and shred of fake credibility he once had. He is now a shell, a grifter, and a terrorist supporter, and he's probably gonna be in jail. And when he is, I will be making 1000% fucked.
mentally ill stalker. He's now mad at big content creators for not speaking up and defending him.
Yep. Remember, he used to be mad at content creators for not speaking up and talking about Gaza. That used to be his thing. But now he's just worried about people speaking up and defending him. He's not worried about people speaking up about Gaza. That's so weird. Maybe it's because Hamas is murdering their own people, starving their own people, killing their American aid workers, and the entire group of people in Gaza are out there cheering Trump and hate Hamas. Maybe it's because people are realizing, wait a second, Hamas started this war and could have ended this war on day one. Pretty weird.
He's crying about Asmongold taking away his safe space to spread terrorist propaganda. Asmongold has responded. We got plenty of updates from all of us orbiting moons.
The whores! The whores!
It was subscribe or you have to clean Dan Clancy's gooning pillow.
No!
And let's begin with Hasan's latest meltdown.
Fuck yeah, baby. If you're not subscribed, then you are missing the actual coverage, okay? I will link the beautiful Pegasus in the description. And also, dog, you cannot forget to subscribe to me also, because I'll be honest, no one's doing this man justice like I am.
Hasan speaks on the Ethan lawsuits, calls him a mentally ill stalker.
Call it for what it is. He's abusing the legal system the way stalkers do. No, that's precisely what he's doing. But in this...
Dude, these people are so fucking pathetic. They're such losers. Oh my god, I can't believe he's abusing the legal system just like stalkers. What do you mean just like stalkers? What, are you not allowed to sue people anymore? Are we not allowed to have laws?
Circumstance, because the legal
The answer is no, because he supports terrorists.
system is fucking busted. Because the legal system is fundamentally broken. If you have a lot of money, you can do this kind of thing. When
You have a lot of money. Why don't you stop it?
you're depraved and you're manic and you're an insane person.
Yeah, this is just Hasan trying. This is Hasan. I've never heard him talk about a Jew where he didn't start off by talking about how they're a manic, insane, depraved person.
And you don't care about like wasting unlimited funds, especially considering that he does technically have virtually unlimited funds. You can be a vexatious litigant. It's like
Bro, he doesn't even know words. That's not what a vexatious litigant means.
having a mentally ill stalker.
Vexatious litigant. Damn, Hasan actually picked up a dictionary for once. But unfortunately, while picking it up, he also dropped his brain in the...
He may have picked up the dictionary, but he didn't read it. A vexatious litigant is it's a lawsuit that's made purely done to harass people. This is not purely done to harass people. This is done because they stole his content.
Fucking toilet. How is it mentally ill stalking to sue someone for stealing your content? That is literally how copyright is enforced.
True! But you have to realize Hasan is pro-stealing. He's pro-stealing, he's pro-terrorism. That's why this is so retarded. He's so anti-law and pro-terrorism, it's insane. It is insanity. He is so pro-terrorism and anti-law. He thinks that stealing content is okay, but enforcing the rules to prevent you from stealing my property is not okay. That is why this dude, unironically, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say this, said that it is good to loot stores during violent riots because it redistributes the wealth.
Doing anything
Communist fuck.
that Hasan disagrees with, he will just brand you as mentally ill or insane. And I just love how...
Or he'll call you a pedophile. That's what he called me. Which is insane. Like, I don't know why we're even considering this remotely normal. This is like a career-ending thing. You got, like, dude, Keemstar still gets hate to this day because Keemstar went out and called somebody a pedophile with no evidence and was wrong. It is insane to me that Hasan isn't given that same treatment. He slanders so many people. People don't even care anymore. It's like, yeah, he called Tecton a rapist and Asmongold a mother killer and Nux a pedophile and Ethan mentally unhinged and he just and a baby killer. Like, he called Ethan a baby killer and Ethan's wife, like Hila. Like, dude, it's crazy because he keeps slandering people. People don't even bat an eye at it.
he flip-flops every video, because remember last time he was just calling Ethan Klein broke, but now he's saying he has unlimited funds? I mean, the fact is he is quite wealthy, but so are you, right? So help out your buddy.
He's a communist with a Gucci bag, got his Parada kicks, gotta have his swag.
You know, Mr. Communist here can't even donate a single dollar to help out his friends who are getting sued. These friends have defended you nonstop for years, by the way, so if you had any shred of loyalty, you would be donating. Then this next part, he basically admits that his orbiters are completely screwed, and all they can hope for is that Ethan decides to forgive them out of the goodness of his heart.
Not only does he have an unlimited amount of money and power, he also makes content off of this, so it turns into more money for him down the line. And
why are you so mad about this? Okay, all right, you know what, Hasan, you say that there's a genocide happening in Gaza, okay? Where you have purposefully covered one side of the story and you have supported the war of October 7th, which started this whole thing, okay? You know, I'm going to be real here. I'm going to tell you something completely honest. You're mad that Ethan is making content off of a lawsuit of people harassing him, calling child protective services on him, and stealing his content. That's what you're upset about. You're upset that he has monetized, that he is fighting back against a harassment campaign. You monetized a genocide, okay? You have monetized what you call a genocide. You went out, you made endless money, endless content, endless streams off of babies dying, okay? Where you misrepresented half of it. This is the craziest shit of all time.
And given the way that our legal system works, given the way that our court system works, given the way that copyright works, there's really nothing you can do about it other than hope that it goes away eventually. Just like cyber stalkers, we do not have an adequate measure against cyber stalking. And just like
The fuck is cyber stalking? Dude, Hasan supports terrorism and he's upset about cyber stalking? What's cyber stalking? Oh, you follow me on Twitter and you tweet sometimes at me?
in general, we don't have the best possible measures. So the only thing you can do about cyber stalking is basically hope that they just calm down, take medication.
We have to combat cyber stalking by medication and weaponized therapy. Bro, what's the fuck is cyber stalking? Tweeting at you? Making videos about you? Everything's cyber stalking. Bro, what are you saying? You retard.
Stop.
You need to shoot internet bullets at the guy that's cyber stalking you. What about turning off the internet? Right? You know, you can turn off the internet. Just leave. Turn off your phone and all this cyber stalking goes away. I'm not saying that there's obviously a lot of harassment that happens on the internet. There is. But, dog, you cannot possibly literally support terrorists and be mad about cyber
Stalking you. There's really nothing else you can do about it.
Alrighty, Hasan, I guess you need to update your dictionary again. Because from what I know, that is not the definition of stalking. Apparently suing someone for a legitimate reason is now stalking them. I'm genuinely curious at this point, does this guy act stupid on purpose or...
Yes, I think he does. I think he specifically says buzzwords for his chat to agree with him, and they don't even care what he says. They don't care about the logic. That's why he won't debate anybody. He's scared to debate me. I offered to debate him. Absolutely. I'll do any time, brother. On any topic you want. We could debate YouTube. We could debate me, Ethan, you. We could debate coverage. We could debate Gaza, Israel, history. I'm happy to debate any topic, bro. But he won't, obviously. But what's he gonna do? He defends Turkish genocides, Armenian genocides, but he refuses to talk about anything else. You know, it's pretty weird.
Is this like a gigabrain plot? Also, why is this guy complaining about Ethan making money from covering drama or being involved in this situation?
Yeah, when this guy covers drama all day.
First off, he didn't want to do this. You guys forced him to do this because your fans went after his kids. He got CPS called on him, and this is purely revenge. You guys were trying to ruin his life and separate his family, and he just had to fight back. Not to mention, you also make tons of money off of this drama. Like, Hasan will always try to pretend that he's above the drama, he's above the slop, but somehow he is constantly, every single day, without fail, talking about it all the time as well. That is pretty much half content at this point. And somehow he will still refer to anyone he disagrees with as slop tubers, when he himself is definitely a slop tuber as well.
Now, of course he is. He's a bigger slop tuber than anybody else. I'm a slop tuber. I don't mind. I'm proud of it, honestly.
One of his chatters...
No way he defends the Armenian genocide. Yes, he does. Of course he defends the Armenian genocide. In fact, I don't think he even calls it a genocide. I don't think he even calls it the Armenian genocide.
Calls him out.
Oh, stop. Cry bullying.
He's Turkish. He supports the Turks and the Turkish occupation everywhere. How's Cyprus doing, Hasan? You ever talk about Cyprus? Oh no? Oh no?
Your friends, because your friends are having consequences beneath you. Like, see, this is what I mean. It's just like the point here is to be a fucking nuisance, right?
Okay, we gotta read that because he quickly got rid of that comment. So this commenter said, then maybe be transformative and not malicious.
Oh no!
Oh, stop cry bullying because your friends are having consequences is beneath you. Well, that's where you're wrong. Nothing is beneath Hasan.
Dude, you don't understand. Hasan supports terrorists. Nothing will surprise me. And you know the funniest thing? And I have to say, all the people that support Hasan are also these, I think, shitty humans. And it's been proven time and time again. Look at Ludwig, okay? Ludwig is like a Hasan Glazer. He ended up getting into drama because he was getting this guy drunk at a party. And it turns out that he was an alcoholic. And Ludwig basically got an alcoholic drunk for content and ruined his life. Now, the crazy thing is, and I just found this out today, Ludwig's father died of alcoholism. So Ludwig is a guy whose father died of alcoholism. and he invited an alcoholic to a drinking party and got him drunk. Like, dog, these are some shitty fucking people.
Done, except maybe Frogan. Okay, so basically this commenter pointed out the literal truth that they maliciously tried to steal content, and then they themselves harass Ethan all the time and are now finally facing consequences, like they were crying while actively bullying him. So cry bully. And Hasan just immediately had to get rid of this comment, right? You know, we can't have the truth in my chat.
Absolutely.
Maybe my chat will start thinking for themselves. That is dangerous, guys. I'm in an echo chamber. I need to control the narrative. And
because you see, Hasan, it's not just about winning drama. It's not about covering things objectively. He is the most bad faith coverer of anything. And I don't think anyone's actually looked into his actual political coverage of things until I started my How Fucked Is Hasan Piker franchise. And I've been going over every time he covers every big drama. Like, I covered how he covered South Africa's genocide of white people. I looked into how he covered literally all this shit. And the crazy thing is, the more I look into his coverage, the more I've come to the conclusion that this person is not just ignorant. He is willingly ignorant. He wants to manipulate you with false information to be on his side. And he does not actually care of any form of objective reality at all. Calling more Pegasus. Hello, Mr. Pegasus. Welcome to the most diabolical series on YouTube.
Yep, the most, that's like my signature word now. I saw a bunch of people crying about it in the comments. Pegasus says diabolical more than X person says X.
It's true, it's true. You do say it a lot, but I think you do.
I didn't even notice, man.
I think
it's a good word.
It's a great word. It's such a good word. I've been using it too.
Yeah.
It's a great word.
It rubs off.
Absolutely. I have interesting, hot off the press, How Fucked Is Hasan Piker franchise news for you, just in case you're curious.
Right.
I want your expert opinion as a professional slop drama cover. All right, so as you know, Hasan, in your video over here, you're talking about how Hasan Piker is crashing out that other content creators aren't speaking up about supporting him.
Right.
So I would make the argument that, and I'm asking you, because you're a drama slop cover yourself, why do you think he's no longer complaining that people aren't speaking up about Gaza? Right now, it's just people not speaking up about, talking about him.
Oh, well, I feel like he feels a bit more pressured now. I saw I don't know if you saw that clip of where he had the Noah Samson video on, and then he refused to watch it because he gave some random excuse. But I think he's kind of getting scared for himself at this point after 3 of his friends got sued, right?
Yeah, but his friends got sued for copyright infringement. He's not getting
yeah,
sued for
but there's probably something he could be sued for. I don't know.
Well, I mean, all that stuff is already out there. What's he going to support more terrorists? I think he's supporting
what's your theory about it?
All right, let me show you my theory. So this is Hasan Piker's channel. All right, as you can see, he's all right. Asmongold. This meme could get you deported. This is funny because this was a fake news story that didn't actually happen. But so whatever. This entire video is just making believe that something doesn't happen. So yeah, but Liver King messed up. This is talking about the UN. Jake Tapper is an Islamophobe. All right, new mayor.
Hey, by the way, sorry to cut you off real quick. Why? I'm just a bit confused about his channel. Does his Twitch viewers not transfer over or something? Why do I pull 3 times this guy's view? Am I 3 times bigger than Hasan Piker? What the fuck?
The realistic, in my opinion, realistically, Hasan Piker is not a very relevant YouTuber because his videos are shit. People watch.
That's true.
People watch his streams to get reaffirmed. It's like a safe room that people could sit in and watch a really shitty guy just basically say the things that are the right things to say at any given time.
NPC talking points, yeah.
His videos have 0 educational value. None of them.
Yeah, I mean, you go there to get lobotomized. That's how it works.
You don't click on a Hasan video for news. You don't.
Yeah, continue with your point, by the way.
So,
sorry.
You will notice there is no Gaza. Where's Gaza? What happened to Gaza? Isn't there a
The trending topic is over.
It's crazy, right? Yeah, he made some profit off of some terrorism and some dead children. And for some reason, the dead children aren't really. He's not talking. Look, I'm not even kidding. No Gaza.
He removed the black square from his Instagram.
Oh,
there's no way.
God.
That's the equivalent right here.
He took his pronouns out of his bio.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, so you'll notice there's no Gaza. You'll notice there's no Gaza for months of no Gaza on YouTube. That's
damn, actually?
Yeah, do you know why? And I mean, he goes to all these protests. He says free Palestine all the time. Why isn't he talking about Gaza?
So what's happened?
All right, so let me give you some updates. So for those of you that are unaware of what's going on in Gaza, there's a war that's been happening that was started by Hamas that's not ended because Hamas didn't want to release hostages, and there's still hostages that Hamas refuses to release. to release. You know, Hasan was talking about the starving people in Gaza for a very long time. Oh, people in Gaza starving. Wow, there's literally starvation, right? So this is the argument that Hasan has been talking about for a very long time. But interestingly enough, this is a video that came out of Gaza yesterday. Well, let me know what you think about it. They're all saying, "I love you, Trump. Thank you, Trump."
No way, this is real?
Yeah, this is a clip from Gaza yesterday.
Jeez.
Why do you think Hasan?
This is not good. This is not good coverage.
This is not good coverage at all. Very not good. So let me explain to you the reality of what's going on. The UN was giving food to Gazans for like the last year and a half. They were in charge of giving food to them. And Hamas, the terrorists, would steal the food. And they would starve their own people on purpose for propaganda, to win a propaganda war against the West. And Hamas would literally steal their food from their own people to starve them. At some point,
wait, you're telling me Greta Thunberg didn't the food didn't reach?
Yeah, Greta Thunberg's 4 bags of saltine crackers didn't make it to Gaza.
What about that UK guy or whatever crying?
What was he crying? Do you know what that smells like?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, that clip was legendary. That guy's like a walking meme, dude.
I love that so much. Yeah, but anyway, so as you can see, all these people in Gaza are celebrating Trump because Israel and America took over the food distribution in Gaza and are doing it to not allow the Hamas terrorists from stealing the food. They would deliver meals straight to the people. All right. So because of this, you have all these people cheering, "I love you, Trump. Thank you, Trump." Right now, you will notice over here, the official tally is 50 million meals have already been distributed to people in Gaza. The only people that are against these meals going to the people in Gaza are Hamas, because they can no longer control their people by stealing food. So Hamas is very upset about this, obviously. Of course, obviously. They would rather.
And Hamas's greatest ally does not want to cover this, of course,
Hamas's
conveniently.
greatest ally conveniently has no Gaza coverage for like a month. Now, this is what's going on in Gaza right now. This is the Abu Zayed family. This is, and other Gaza clans. They had a march in Gaza vowing revenge against Hamas, because Hamas murdered their children. These are anti-Hamas gangs in Gaza. Right? Because Hamas executes anyone that protests against Hamas, right?
Right. How are they even doing this? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty weird, isn't it? Yeah, something crazy. Hamas also. This is also breaking news from just yesterday. Hamas murdered 12 American aid workers and tortured others. The people that are trying to bring food to Palestinians are getting murdered by Hamas.
Unsurprisingly.
So now I ask you again, why do you think Hasan Piker is not really covering Gaza anymore?
No longer convenient now. No longer supporting his talking points.
For this motherfucker.
Classic. He's a grifter. Who would have thought?
Yeah, who'd have thought? Crazy, right?
Who would have thought? Yeah. My God.
Yeah.
Which video are you watching, by the way?
I'm watching your
lost track.
Most recent Hasan video.
Oh, is it the Ludwig one or?
It's before the Ludwig one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because I missed this. He had like a whole crash out about the lawsuits.
Oh yeah. Did you see the latest update? It's gonna be my newest video.
Update?
What, you want to be spoiled?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think you might have seen it if you follow Yeet, but yeah, Ethan was trolling about the Shonda Black lawsuit.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking... Dude, holy shit, he made that guy shit his pants. Did you see, like, he was basically on stream, like, oh my god, why did you guys snitch? Fucking hell,
I did not
like,
see that. That sounds hilarious.
Bro,
but did you see
Shonda
Black calling me a pedophile?
Oh, I've lost track of how many people have called you a pedophile at this point. Like, I didn't see that one. You pull that up. Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's in a tweet. He called me a lolly lover or whatever.
Oh, that's
It's crazy, man. Like, and these
really
people, they can just get away with it.
Dude, I'm loving, like, the legal coverage from Legal Mindset as well. Now, like, dude, he said the fucking lawyer is pro-Ethan. What the fuck does that mean? The law is pro-Ethan.
No! Wait, really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't find the tweet right now.
Classic Diddy Piker.
Bro, the law is pro-Ethan. No, but the irony is, right, this guy, he wants... I just watched your fucking part over here where he was talking about... oh my god, guys, I can't believe it. There should be cyber stalking laws. Meanwhile, he's out there, like, burning cars and protesting in LA.
Yeah.
We should have laws against this. Then he supports terrorists. Yeah.
It's just it's a Hamas classic. As I said, episode 100. getting arrested.
I'm with you. I'm watching. I'm ready.
It's over, guys. Like, all my titles are a future prediction, I'm telling you.
Bro, did you see the, so I saw you made a video on Ludwig. I don't know if you covered this, because I just learned about this after my video. Did you know that Ludwig's father died of alcoholism?
Yeah. That was my point that I put at the end of the video, but I should have put it earlier, because it's actually one of the biggest points, dude. Holy shit. So basically, he saw what happened to his dad, and then he decided to do the exact same fucking thing to Mango. That's crazy. Basically, his dad had a friend like Ludwig, right? That's essentially what happened.
Yeah.
Who convinced him to fucking drink and die or some shit. But do you see like Tectone's comparison to Johann Liebert from Monster?
Oh no, I didn't see that. That's hilarious.
Oh, dude, you have to wait. Just maybe just put. Okay, I don't know if I should explain it or just you should pull up the. Let me see if I can find the comparison. Hold up. It's in my video.
The monster himself.
Yeah, one sec. Fucking, I'm scrolling through this. Give me a sec. Okay, yeah, go to my, just click on my Ludwig video. Go to like 2320.
All right, let's go. More Pegasus. Ludwig.
Welcome back to a series so authentic. 2320-ish. Could not turn it into AI. All right, you can just watch from here or something.
The antagonist, Johann, one of the biggest villains in anime history. Do we remember what happened when he gave alcohol to a known alcohol abuser?
Oh my god, that is a legendary comparison. So if you guys haven't watched Monster, obviously spoilers, but the main villain of the show is Johann Liebert, and he's basically this master manipulator psychopath, and he basically spends all night like gaslighting this one guy, takes him up to a rooftop and gives him alcohol because he knows he has an alcohol problem and he's feeling really guilty about a certain situation. And this guy ends up, you know, taking the drink and, you know, necking himself from the rooftop. And am I saying Ludwig is Johann Liebert? I don't think so, all right?
Yes! Yes, I am! No, I'm kidding, obviously. But, yeah, wow.
Keep going. Johann is a little worse, but Ludwig can take the silver medal there, all right? Congratulations, Ludwig. You are not as bad as Johann Liebert. Jesus Christ, the fact that comparison can
That's crazy.
But tell me, okay, you can stop
I don't know
it.
if you saw in my video, my Ludwig video, I actually said that, okay, whatever, I'll let him finish and then I'll tell you my comparison. Because I also compared him to an anime villain.
Putting the camera on him.
Oh, no, there's nothing more. There's nothing more.
I called him Griffith. He's standing on the corpses of all of the fucking friends that he sacrificed to the content gods.
Oh my god. That's actually, okay, that's like even more overkill. But honestly, the fucking, dude, the Johann is so like, the fact that it was alcohol as well.
That's the crazy part, that it was alcohol. Oh my god.
And the thing
is,
is,
you see this banger Hasan clip? I don't know if you've ever covered this one, but this one's a real banger. All right, you'll let me
Cackles at the prospect. Oh no, I haven't seen this.
If you get the comedy.
Fordo is a nuclear facility that is built specifically and totally for the murder of Jews in Israel.
That is this one, guys.
That is bad. Now, okay, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, to give him all the grace, I imagine he's not, you know, specifically laughing at that, but it's bad optics. I'm just
this is the worst optics ever.
Oh my god.
Jews.
Dude, he's got like a cackle for everything, even like the baby coffin clips.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh my god. Actual demonic shit. Now, this is the funniest. Iran clarifies that its new Jew Smasher 3000 missile is meant only for peace.
Okay, that's not a real thing, is it? Okay, Babylon B, right? Okay.
No, oh my god. I think this clip is diabolical.
It is diabolical.
It is
absolutely, yeah. Oh my god. By the way, dude, I've gotten a lot of comments saying we sound exactly the same. Is that true? I've never saw it. I never saw that.
You want me to tell you why I think so? You'll tell me if this is.
I'm pretty sure I know what you're gonna say. By PewDiePie. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I think. Wait, but the thing is, I don't intentionally want to like be from him. It's just I watched him so much, so that's how I started like commentary. So I just picked it up, I guess.
I think it's not like our actual regular voice, but it's when we do it's
a satire voice.
The satire voice. We do the same satire. That's crazy. Right. I can't believe it.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, dude, he's a fucking legend. Yeah. Oh, I love those like 2016 Jake Paul, Logan Paul videos. Those are like peak fucking YouTube.
Yeah, the good old days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, anyway, this is his Jew murdering laugh. You know, we all need one.
Yeah. Oh my god. Thank god I didn't laugh when you accidentally pressed play there. That would be bad. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I haven't seen Pegasus and Nux together in the same room. Damn.
That's true.
That's true. That's true. We haven't. All right, bro.
All right,
Video.
anyway,
Take care.
Back to the most diabolical series on YouTube.
It was after this he goes on a rant on how nobody is defending him. Like, no big content creators are coming out to defend Hasan, the open terrorist supporter, by the way.
No one's defending the terrorist supporting slanderer. Oh my god.
Oh, you know, I wonder why. Hasan ponders where the heroes are in the streaming space to keep Ethan and Asmongold in check and rallies the troops. Says that if it was years ago, other big content creators would have called them out.
But now,
Yeah, no, absolutely not. No one's coming to your defense, Hasan, because you are in the wrong in every single context.
nowadays, a lot of people that do speak out about this kind of
You're lucky if someone admits to being your friend online. That's how much of a black stain you are on society.
stuff are actually some of the most awful people, right? It's Keemstar orbiters that rely on this constant cycle of toxicity.
Fuck is a Keemstar orbiter?
So even the good side of commentary YouTube just basically stays quiet. And a lot of the big content...
What are they gonna do? They're gonna support your support for terrorists? What are they supposed to do? Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, look at everybody. All these people are coming out to support Hasan Piker by saying, actually, supporting terrorists is great. No one's doing that, bro.
creators try to stay away from.
And because none of your friends are actually friends. You have no friends in this industry. No one's gonna stand up for you because you're always wrong. You are evil. You're gonna be in prison, and no one wants to be your cellmate.
This drama because they don't want this kind of toxicity to come their way, which is understandable. Nobody wants this kind of a psychopath up their asshole.
Bro, you are the psychopath. You are the terrorist supporting psychopath. Holy.
all the time.
Okay, so now basically everybody who criticizes him is a Keemstar orbiter.
Bro.
Dude, I haven't heard of that guy in ages, bro. I don't know why he's bringing Keemstar up. But it's just crazy for him to pretend that people criticizing him are like psychopaths trying to go after him. I mean, look at your friends. They're literally putting bounties on people trying to eliminate them from this universe. Look at yourself. You support multiple
Damn.
terrorist orgs that violate human rights on a daily basis. These people that you love so much commit several war crimes.
Yes,
you literally
sir.
laugh at
They murder aid workers. Where's the war crimes, bro? I don't understand. Dude, Israel will literally strike a terrorist and there will be collateral damage that dies also. And it's tragic, okay? It's a fucking tragedy every time an innocent person is killed. It really is. But he will go out there, he'll scream war crime at the top of his lungs. Here you have Hamas literally going to murder aid workers to prevent food from getting to citizens, and you will support them. You are a demon.
dead babies, bro. Like, if you're not the psychopath, I don't know who else is.
Yeah.
Also, let me just make it perfectly clear, the reason people don't defend you is probably because they disagree with you. Now, which creators he's talking about, I'd love to know. Like, I don't know what big creators he's talking about. Like, obviously, PewDiePie isn't gonna randomly come out and be like, hold up, guys, let me take a break from my wife and kids and my beautiful life here and then come on video and start defending Hasan Piker.
Charlie's not making, like, real drama content anymore either, so it's not like Charlie's gonna do it. What big creator is supposed to come to his side? Mudahar? Ha! Ha! After you slandered Mudahar, you think he's gonna come to your side? What are you talking about? Oh my god.
In fact, I think it's like the opposite. A lot of people don't criticize Hasan because
they don't want to be chased down by you ravaged, savage, terrorist-supporting fucks. Dude, I get death threats on every single video I make. Every single tweet I make has death threats in the replies. All of them. I'm not even exaggerating when I say every single one of them. Okay? Literally, bro. All of them.
his community.
Dude, look at this. I just pulled it. This is my newest tweet, okay? That Ludwig's father died of alcoholism, right? The first response, you're actually insane. Hope you experience the same trauma. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Love that. Love that. Cool. Hell yeah, dude. Love that. Very based. And I get this on every... What the fuck? Why does this in all the comment sections, bro? Oh my lord. But every single comment section has these messages. Every single one.
And his orbiting, communities harassed him so much to the point where they are unable to speak. True. In fact, in order to be able to criticize Hasan, you need like a pretty strong mental and you need a pretty big fan base to defend you whenever this guy tries to call you a PDF file or a school shooter or a rapist randomly out of nowhere. And as one of the people who is obviously criticizing him a lot, I thank you guys for letting me do so. Then he cries about how nobody is criticizing Asmongold but him.
the less people.
Are you dude, this guy is actually retarded. First of all, Asmongold gets a shit ton of criticism. He just doesn't actually lose his mind over it every single time.
Push back against people like this, or even Asmongold, for example, for saying a whole bunch of insane things that actually make this space that we occupy a less safe space for a lot of our fans that are trans or have undocumented family members or themselves.
Oh no, they should deport. They should self-deport.
Or undocumented or not white. You know what I mean? Like when none of
not white, bro. What are you talking about? Oh my God, you are retarded.
of us push back against these large content creators, and all of the big content creators that normally understand that this kind of thing is completely unacceptable, or even what Asmongold is doing is completely unacceptable, keeps silent.
What did he do that's unacceptable? Oh, dude, this is actually insane. All right, Hasan is freaking out. Like, this is some rent-free shit, for real, for real. What are you even talking about? Did Asmongold sleep with your girlfriend or something? Like, what is going on? Like, why is Asmongold such a demon in your eyes, bro? Oh my lord.
The only voice
You just can't accept the fact that Asmongold is actually a popular content creator that actually makes content that people actually want to see. People actually want to watch his content. The reason why Hasan is mad is because if you look at Hasan's views on YouTube, he struggles. He struggles to break 100K on his videos. All right, listen, or 200K to be fair. All right, he gets 100K on a lot of them. Let's say he struggles to get 200K on his videos. Asmongold gets 1 million views on all of his videos, man. You're just upset that Asmongold is 10 times your size and people actually care what he has to say. That's why you're mad. Sorry, that's what's upsetting you. You're not upset that Asmongold is pro-America when you are clearly anti-America. You are upset that Asmongold is literally 10 times your size. Okay, that's why you're upset. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Millions of views. This was yesterday. Million views, 500,000, million views, 600,000, million views. Bro, this is gonna hit 1 million over the course of the first 24 hours. That's why you're upset. You're upset that he's 10 times your size and way more respected. And he didn't even need to support terrorists and lie to his audience to do it.
As you hear, create a new permission structure that make it seem as though everyone actually has this point of view. Everyone actually agrees with Ethan, because the only people that I hear from are people who agree with Ethan.
Because everyone agrees with Ethan if they're normal people that don't support terrorists. I don't agree with Ethan, to be honest. I don't agree with Ethan. I'm not gonna make believe that I agree with Ethan on every stance ever. But in regards to how your fucking orbit treated him, absolutely.
The only people that I hear from are people who agree with Asmon.
Yeah, because he's right.
And anyone who speaks out against Asmon is the recipient of an endless torrent of hate.
Like who? Do you have any example? Can you give a single example of anyone that speaks out against Asmon getting an endless torrent of hate? Bro, there's a journalist that's a big Hasan glazer that coincidentally wrote hit pieces on me, probably a coincidence, named Anal Violence. This is the real and true name of this journalist. So Anal Violence has been making video articles about me. All right, check this out. Oh, didn't even know I ratioed the fuck out of this creature. Ethan fails to understand that Hasan Abi saying, I fuck with this guy, further cemented Zoran's status as based as fuck. Not that Hasan can decide elections with just his opinions, but relative to Ethan, he's far, far more influential with leftist voters. No, he's not. Ethan is probably more influential with leftist voters. You know, Ethan is 5 times Hasan's size on YouTube. Hasan is kind of an irrelevant guy. He's the biggest leftist streamer, but on YouTube, he's kind of an irrelevant little bitch. So this is just straight Hasan glaze, like literally straight Hasan glaze. This is why you're working for Vice writing articles shitting on me. You're a Hasan simp. Obviously, yes. We figured it out. It took a minute, but we got there. Because these are the people that are fighting on your behalf. The fucking loser degenerates. Dude, you want to see a tweet from this Anal Violence person? This is the journalist writing hit pieces on me that's a Hasan glazer. The Supreme Court ruled that states can require porn sites to verify visitors' ages in order to prevent access by minors, right? Okay, children shouldn't watch porn. Anna Vellens. Major blow to free speech. Blow to civil liberties. I'm sorry for my fans, friends, and the back to the States. This is so sad. This is so sad. Freedom of speech means children should be able to watch porn. Based. So yeah, so these are the people. These are the people on your side. Yep, absolutely.
Okay, is it our fault that you have literally like the most indefensible position on planet Earth? Like, terrorist support is something that even the most brazen political psychopaths will struggle to agree with. And the reason that most people you hear are on Ethan's side is because he was in the right in this situation. Now, sure, he might have made a couple mistakes here and there, but overwhelmingly in this whole situation, he was the victim here.
Absolutely.
You guys wanted to ruin his life, and this situation all started with your little content content cop with iDubbbz. And now that the entire thing is backfiring, you're here on
Well,
stream.
it actually all started when Hasan supported genocidal freaks like Hamas that wanted to murder every single Jew. I think that's where it started, personally. I think the iDubbbz thing brought it into the more broad drama sphere. But before that, I think it started when Hasan supported the Hamas terrorists that were murdering and raping women and babies. I think, personally, that's kind of where it started.
Crying absolutely every day. But back then, when most of the internet didn't know about the situation and you guys were getting away with it, you were perfectly fine with it. And come on, this is so pathetic, bro. Like begging people to be on your side. Oh, nobody.
Please make tweets saying that I'm a nice guy.
He's defending me. Wah, wah. Bro, maybe
Yeah, look.
say something worth defending then?
Yeah.
And can you, for the love of God, stop pretending your orbiters aren't completely insane? Nobody wants to stand up for those kind of abhorrent people like Denims or Casey Tron or Sean or... Again, you know, they just all have respective horrible takes. Surprisingly, each one of them has their own separate horrible take, completely separate from you. Then he just continues to pressure people to finally voice their opinions and defend him because he creates this apocalyptic scenario like, oh, we're just gonna go after everybody. We're gonna try to deplatform everybody, and like Hasan is like the first domino.
Yeah, he keeps trying to do that. It's hilarious. He tries so fucking hard to make it sound like everyone is in trouble. First, they came for me, the very wholesome, mostly peaceful terrorist supporter, and then everyone gets banned.
I try to explain to people that this, like content creators, that this kind of silence in this circumstance unironically creates a less safe environment for everyone, including themselves, because these guys will eventually move on and will go.
Bro, they're not banning Coco Melon and MatPat because of you, okay? It's not like, okay, we banned a terrorist supporter, now we're banning everyone. Are you actually insane?
Someone else.
Oh, Markiplier's in big trouble. But they bet first. They came for Hasan because he supports terrorists and he might have had sex with children. Then Markiplier. What are you talking about? This is not happening.
And eventually it'll be someone that you love, right? Or
Yeah,
even if
I doubt it.
it's like Asmon and Ethan, I bracket off in different ways. Like Asmon is just right-wing reactionary and is just doing reactionary right-wing propaganda. Ethan is doing frivolous lawsuits and litigation in a way that actually is like very harmful to the space in a different way.
It's so harmful for the space that when people steal content with the direct stated purpose of stealing content, they get punished.
Right? He also does engage in some reactionary tendencies as well, but like overall, they're making a more toxic environment. When content creators...
They're making a toxic environment, and then you are going on stream talking about how you want Jews to get killed. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, look at how toxic the environment is, guys. Guys, there's such a toxic environment. Ethan is just making everything toxic, guys.
Fordo's a nuclear facility that is built specifically and totally for the murder of Jews in Israel.
Can't believe Ethan Klein is so toxic.
Are afraid of being involved in this because they see this as like toxic drama. They don't realize, but they end up creating a permission structure for this kind of attitude to persist.
I think it's good. I think we should normalize making fun of terrorist supporters. I think we should normalize them. We should normalize making fun of them and normalize them going to jail. If you support terrorists, you shouldn't be here. Honestly, why are you here? Go away. Go back to Turkey.
And that's it. And it just keeps growing. It won't go anywhere unless people push back.
Yeah, Hasan talking about creating a toxic environment. Isn't this the guy? Isn't this the guy whose chat is spamming hearts for a guy who literally shoots and kills people? Isn't this the guy whose fan base plays open defense for a guy lighting people on fire?
True! Oh my god!
With Molotov.
Okay, dude, this has to be one of the most...
Whose fan base plays open defense for a guy...
Like, think fucking insane this is. This is everything wrong with America. This is literally all the American problems in one image. Let me take a screenshot because I must, okay? This is everything wrong with America in a single image. One image, everything wrong with America. Holy shit. I don't know. It's diabolical, some would even say. All right, let's dude, can you post images in MS Paint? Can you do that? You can. This is beautiful. This is everything I've ever wanted to see in my entire life. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is. Do you see it? Do you see how gorgeous this is? All right, this is an Egyptian national. All right, this is an Egyptian national, a not American citizen, illegal in the country, that is lighting Jews on fire, okay? Chanting Free Palestine while he's doing it, with a pride flag in the corner, and a terrorist supporter supporting the terrorist. Is this not diabolical? This is diabolical. This is insane. This is everything wrong with America in one image. In one image. You got the fucking the gay flag, the Free Palestine, the attack on some random Jews. This is a non-legal immigrant in America. You got a terrorist supporter supporting him. People in chat literally glazing him the entire time, supporting the fucking terrorists. Are we not on the same page? This guy says false flag. This guy in the comments says false flag. This is everything wrong with America in one image. I have never seen something like this. This is insane. Bro, dude, I don't even know, man. That's crazy.
People on fire with Molotov cocktails. I've always said there's only one thing more insane than Hasan, and that is his chat. And the funniest thing about all of this is Hasan is actually right about one thing, that right now, if anyone tries to defend Hasan, they are usually immediately met with backlash just because his positions have gotten so insane. Like, day by day, he's always adding on something to the laundry list of horrible opinions.
True.
That's why when people like Jellyfish Ludwig, you know, try to play it cool,
We call him Slutwig in this house.
neutral.
Damn, I just came up with that on the spot, but it's fucking fire. It's fucking fire. We have to use that more. Oh my god, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm calling more Pegasus. Hello, Mr. More Pegasus.
Yo.
Thoughts on
A second call? This is rare.
Thoughts on calling Ludwig Slutwig?
Slutwig, why?
Because he's out there sucking all the right dicks to make all the content that he possibly can. He doesn't care. Doesn't care what goes in his mouth.
That took me a bit, so I'm 4 out of 10.
Okay, bye.
Sorry.
Never mind. We tried. All right. My chat's laughing. Okay. All right. Whatever. We'll take it. The echo chamber approves.
While secretly sucking off Hasan on a regular basis, deleting.
We're calling him back. We're calling him back. Hello, Mr. More Pegasus.
Alrighty, what we got this time?
Can I literally show you the clip right after I called you and called him Slutwig?
Sure.
All right. Are you watching?
Yep.
So I called him Slutwig, and you're like, yeah, I don't get it. Putting dicks in his mouth, yeah, I don't get it. And this is literally how I played the video.
Played cool and neutral while secretly sucking off Hasan on a regular basis. That's what I'm saying. We're on the same level. We're connected.
That played right after we hung up. God damn.
Oh, that's crazy. It's I guess we're connected in our brainwaves or something. By the way, dude, I've made like 500 Ludwig Schlong jokes at this point.
I mean, based, to be honest.
Like actually graphically described, and don't get me started on Dan Clancy,
All right,
dude.
you know what? I'm just gonna
Like,
ask you this question, and then I'm gonna let you go. Who is a bigger glazer, Ludwig or Mike Majagelkak?
Oh, come on. All right. No, nobody beats Mike Majaklak. That's how I call him.
Mike
Majaklak.
Munchlax. Mike Munchlax or Slutwig? That's the question.
Bro has been blood-sucking leech. Bro is a blood-sucking leech.
Bro had to
Firmly latched
unlatch his
onto Logan
jaw
Paul.
to get it a little deeper down his schmorgel.
Bro, that guy. Oh my god. Dude, that guy's a different level. Ludwig, it can't even compare. Not even on the same plane of existence.
Yeah, just like in League of Legends, he's stuck in bronze.
Dude, have you ever played the game, by the way?
No.
Dude, he is so fucking bad. It is, dude, it is insanity. It is actually like the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I want to kill myself when I watch him. And it's like, it's inhuman. Like if you knew the most, like
Yeah,
your
he gave
3-year-old could
alcohol
fucking
to
beat
an
him.
alcoholic, but do you see how shitty he is at League?
It's worse. It's a worse crime. I'm telling you. He probably made 9 other people kill themselves. His teammates. He's gonna make Connor kill himself. That's literally what's gonna happen with this little
diabolical.
series.
Diabolical. All right, back to Slutwig.
Deleting videos for him, defending him at any turn. He obviously gets a lot of backlash and he gets called senseless. I mean, this is the classic Hasan tactic. They basically just go around and, you know, him and his Orbers try to bully and silence people all the time and make sure that everybody has the exact same extreme opinions as them. And the first time the internet is collectively turning on
Finally, people are not afraid to make fun of this complete and utter tard. It is such a glorious day. People are finally not afraid to make fun of Hasan. Oh, but Hasan, he's on the right side of history. Oh, the journalists. Dude, you don't understand. All the journalists are coming, bro. The journalists are all gonna write your bullshit. Oh my god, guys, it's the journalists. The journalists are gonna write hit pieces on you. They're gonna cancel your fucking sponsors. No one cares anymore, Hasan. You lost your power.
situation has got so big, here you are crying like a whiny little baby. That's
Oh my
Hasan,
God, that's
bro.
Hasan.
Full-grown man, by
It's
the way.
Hasan.
Get
I saw
a
it.
grip.
It's Hasan.
So Asmongold responded.
Nice.
And a lot of the big content creators try to stay away from this drama.
Has it ever occurred to you that big content creators stay away from drama between Israel and Palestine because they are Americans in a Western country and they have no business and no interest making comments on international affairs if they're mated?
I don't even think it's that. I think, Asmongold, you're taking this too far. Content creators don't want to get involved in controversial issues because controversy cuts your audience in half. Dude, you don't understand. If I would sit here and be like, and start getting involved in every controversy. If I was a anime YouTuber, I know, crazy to think about that. But if my videos would all be about like anime, okay? Why should I say Trump is better than Kamala Harris and literally divide my audience in half, right? Because all the anti-Trumpers in my audience would hate me now. Why would I do that? Literally, why?
Or understand? Why would somebody like Markiplier or somebody like Mr. Beast come out and start talking about this? They don't understand this. They expect people in these positions to have informed, educated, and accurate opinions about all of these world events. And I
actually did it because I don't give a shit. So I actually came out here and talked about world events, and you know what? People actually watch my videos now more than before because they see how fucking based I am. I don't support terrorists, and I'm very proud that I love America. And apparently these are divisive, controversial topics, but I am so happy and proud of myself, and I'm proud of my country, and I'm happy to say that.
feel like it's a very toxic mindset to have.
True.
The fact is that you are not elevated in any sort of a way, and just because someone's popular because they make Minecraft videos doesn't mean that they have some obligation to speak out against, you know, like some internet political drama. This is, and especially between when it's so personal between two people.
True.
I mean, it's so obvious why bigger creators won't sort of jump into this situation. First off, they probably don't know as much about it. Obviously, we are more involved in the online community. Obviously, I have, you know, more intricate details of everything Hasan has done. I've covered the whole saga. So obviously, I have a lot of back context. Meanwhile, all these other people, they might just be seeing random clips here and there, and they don't have like a completely informed opinion,
True.
which is why they won't speak
A lot of people aren't informed. A lot of people don't want to divide their audience with random controversy, and a lot of people think that you are a pathetic piece of shit that supports terrorists.
out about it, and that's
Why would you want to risk your career to support a guy that defends terrorists?
fine. I absolutely hate when people ask like gamers or whatever their political opinions.
I completely agree. I completely agree. Oh my god, Jacksepticeye doesn't endorse Trump. That's changing my life. Absolutely.
It's obviously not going to be as informed, and it is so pathetic that people like Hasan just want everyone to agree with them on everything. And we know this from the whole Ethan situation, because Ethan literally agrees with Hasan's politics like 95%. The only thing they disagreed with was that Ethan doesn't openly support terrorists. And just
True.
because of
That's
that
the difference. Because you don't understand. Ethan is a pro-Palestine guy. That is literally the craziest part. This guy is... Ethan is pro-Palestine. He just isn't pro-raping Israelis. Whereas Hasan has taken the very controversial stance of pro-raping Israelis. All right? That's the difference. That is the difference between them.
One disagreement, Hasan and his community completely turned on him and basically wanted to ruin his life.
True.
It's like these people are constantly looking for something to get mad about. And honestly, people even do this to me. They like ask me my opinions on XYZ political thing. And I always say, I don't care.
Oh, he actually said that to me.
A slop tuber. My entire
True.
channel is built on the basis of calling out stupid people and just kind of talking about what I want. So unless you're voicing stupid opinions online, then you probably don't gotta be worried about randomly showing up in one of my videos. You don't need to ask me about the political and economic state of the world. I'm sure you can get that analysis from somebody else.
That's what I'm here for. Definitely subscribe for more political state of the world content. I'm not afraid. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They're gonna cancel me for not supporting terrorists enough? I don't care. That's why you have me, Lord Nuxanor, the only guy that will properly analyze Hasan's retardation from a political level and also from a human level.
Now, sometimes I have to briefly mention it because if I'm talking about someone like Hasan, whose entire life is based around politics, obviously I gotta mention certain things, I gotta clarify certain positions, and I'm not trying to be political there. I'm never gonna push politics on anyone. I don't find that fun at all. But I just like to point out things that are common sense. I think regardless of your politics, everybody can agree that terrorist support is bad. Terrorist propaganda is bad.
Well, actually, there's a large movement that supports terrorists now in America. and it's actually very scary. And America's just one. Look at Europe. Europe is an actual society that kind of praises terrorists pretty openly. It's kind of crazy. And again, because the propaganda is so good, these people, I don't think anyone knows. Like, if you wouldn't have seen the beginning of this video where I showed you about people in Gaza saying we love Trump. All right, if I wouldn't have shown you that video, would you have even known that was happening? Or would you have believed the headlines and believed the retards that are literally just screaming in the streets, river to the sea, globalize the intifada? Like, to be honest, there is a incredibly two-sided society that exists right now where, for whatever reason, the global retards that have a vice grip on the testicles of modern media, those guys are cooked. Those guys are evil. And that's why you need idiots like me.
You know, supporting people who violate human rights all the time is bad. Anyways, after this, Asmon responds to the whole safe space argument by Hasan.
Oh my God.
The space that we occupy, a less safe space for a lot of our fans that are...
It's not any less safe whenever you have to hear an opinion that you disagree with. This entire idea of a safe space, it's not really very safe for Ethan's family whenever CPS is called on them. It's not very safe for people whenever they get deplatformed and they lose their job. The entire...
Dude, I get a metric fuck ton of death threats, and you don't see me whining and bitching and complaining about it. I monetize that shit. Yeah. Saying that actually, in my opinion, terrorist is bad. That's not making this place unsafe.
Our idea of a safe space and advocate.
You don't understand. Hasan is anti-freedom of speech. Every time he goes out there and makes believe he cares about freedom of speech, he doesn't. He supports every fucking Islamist terrorist organization that is anti-free speech inherently, that will execute people for protesting. Like Hamas, by the way. There was a protest in Gaza against Hamas, and Hamas executed, murdered, decapitated the people protesting, and left their bodies and corpses on the doorsteps of their families. I'll be honest, those are the people that Hasan supports. He doesn't care about freedom of speech. If you criticize him, you're making the place not safe.
For that. This is absolutely not true. And if you remember very clearly, didn't Hasan just very recently talk about one of the reasons why, people are saying bad things on the internet is because they would get beat up in real life for it? Hasan doesn't want a safe space. He wants a space that's safe for him.
He doesn't want a safe space. He wants his propaganda machine to go untouched.
And if he has the ability to, he will control and enforce that on other people. You don't hate, like a bigotry. You want to be the arbiter of bigotry. You don't hate, like a power structure.
True.
You want to be the power structure.
100%.
So this idea that these people are raging against the system is actually not true. They're actually just trying to advocate and vie for control over the system so they can exercise it as a weapon against people that they don't like. So
he's spitting straight facts. This is why I love Asmongold. He is spitting straight facts. He immediately analyzed and found the actual core of the problem. The core of the problem is this guy sucks. Hasan sucks. He does. And he is so used to being in the popular zeitgeist, the leftist machine, which was social media for the last 4 years. Dude, you say something bad about COVID, they ban you. Okay? You say that the vaccine has side effects, they ban you. I got a video taken down, community guideline strike, because I said, because I was making fun of COVID. All right, back in the day. Like, you don't understand. He is used to living and grifting and existing in a society where only the leftist talking points were accepted and anyone that says anything else gets banned. You misgender somebody, you lose your livelihood. All right, he's used to that society, and he wants that society back. He hates the idea that you are allowed to express differing viewpoints.
So while Hasan advocates for saying that I make things less safe for people, Hasan advocates for actively making things less safe for people in real life.
Oh my god, dude, that is absolutely spot on. That is pretty much exactly the trap that Hasan tries to set, where his words will appear to be reasonable. For example, I just want a safe space for everybody. You know, that sounds pretty reasonable. You want everybody to feel safe.
Legit.
But when you open that curtain and you look a little bit deeper, you realize that what he's talking about is that he just wants his opinion to...
He just wants to be able to support terrorists without any pushback. That's what he wants. Guys, I think safe spaces are important. But the translation to that is, I want to support terrorists, and I don't want people to criticize me for supporting terrorists.
Be on top and to overshadow everybody else. He wants everyone he disagrees with to be deplatformed and shunned from society. Yep. And I'm not making that up. He literally admitted to this in the past as well. He wants people he disagrees with.
He wants them to be considered not fit to even be dog walkers in public.
To be treated like neo-Nazis ran off the streets. Not allowed to be the local dog walker.
You shouldn't even let someone be the fucking local dog catcher as if they've ever exhibited any sort of positive feelings about the state of Israel.
Hasan is not talking about a safe space. He's talking about his space.
Yep.
A space where he can openly promote terrorists
Yep.
and not be criticized for
Yep.
it. But unfortunately, that's not how the world works. You actually do have to sit there and hear opinions from people different than you, especially on the internet. And the thing is, people can disagree and be perfectly fine with it. The funniest thing about my videos is that there's actually a lot of people that disagree with a lot of the things I say, and they never actually get super mad at me. They will just respectfully tell me if I get something wrong, or they will respectfully disagree, but they'll never try to like remove me from existence. And that's kind of the fan base you want to cultivate, where it doesn't matter if we have somewhat different opinions regarding certain things, as long as we agree on some central values and moral principles, we'll probably get along. You know,
But Hasan doesn't. Hasan does not agree on the same central principles as I do. All right? Listen, my ethical framework and system is completely opposed to his. He directly calls for the downfall of Western civilization. He will call anyone that criticizes him, he will slander them in any way he can. He will call them rapists, pedophiles, and mother killers. He does not care. He doesn't care. There is no moral backbone to this man. He is a terrorist supporter, and by any means necessary is literally his raison d'etre. It's how he lives. It's how he exists and how he thrives. He is a full-on existential ends justify the means motherfucker that supports all the worst actions possible in order to get that end result that he wants. I personally, I don't care if you disagree with me. I have people in my comments that disagree with me all the time. And I don't care. I do not care.
funniest thing, I got a message on Instagram. Somebody said that I basically disagree with everything you say, but you're absolutely hilarious, so I still watch your videos. And those are some of like my favorite comments ever. Obviously, you know, I don't know why you disagree with everything I say. That's kind of insane. But
Yeah.
still, I don't know. I just find it hilarious that there's like legitimate like Hasan fans watching me just because I'm actually more entertaining than that moron.
Can I tell you a comment that I got? I was like thinking about this. I saw this comment and I stopped and I actually thought about this comment for like a good minute. The comment said that you, referring to me, you and Destiny are my two favorite content creators. And I paused. I was like, how the fuck do I have an audience overlap with Destiny? Like, how? Like, what? That guy lives and breathes anti-Trump. Lives and breathes it. And I think Trump is a pretty great president so far. Like, I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Honestly, I don't know. I do think Destiny does have integrity to whatever he believes in, even though I think he believes in some wild shit. I don't know. I don't know what it is that made that person a fan of me and Destiny. But you know what? That's cool. That's great. Sure. Sure. We live on opposite values, I think. I mean, listen, I believe in living a moral life. I don't like hedonism, and that guy loves that shit. But who knows?
So again, apologies for, you know, shitting on you 24/7, because if you're a Hasan fan, I'm sorry. I gotta shit on you, but I appreciate you watching regardless, all right?
Or even what Asmongold is doing is completely unacceptable.
Wasn't Hasan just advocating for freedom of speech the other day and saying that, you know, oh, well, you're a free speech defender?
That's because my freedom of speech is good. Your freedom of speech, that's bad. My oligarch billionaires that are supporting the Democratic Party, those guys are good. Your Elon Musks and billionaires supporting the Republican Party, those guys are bad. You have to realize what he's talking about. He doesn't care about, again, he is a disingenuous fuck. He told you to leave his country. He doesn't care about freedom of speech. He doesn't care about a single thing that he doesn't, you know what he doesn't care about? And in my opinion, once you realize this, the entire Hasan House of Cards falls apart. He doesn't care about starving civilians in Gaza, okay? He will yell and preach free Palestine every single day. He wears his Palestine bracelets and he wears his keffiyeh and waves his Palestine flags and he goes and protests, and he doesn't care about Palestinian civilians. Okay? He supports the terrorists that made their lives hell. Once you realize that there is not a single thing that he says that he actually believes in. He is someone that, in my opinion, is a propagandist through and through, and he does not care about a single thing he preaches. Their breasts are empty, and he doesn't even know what that smells like.
All of the values that these people, you know, pretend to have, they just simply use these values against you. They don't have these values themselves. They don't care about these values. They use these values as a tool to make you subvert your own goals. Unacceptable to who? To him. He's decided that it's unacceptable. This is, again, what I was saying. You don't want freedom of speech. You want to control who can speak.
Only there was a theory that encapsulated everything about Hasan in one neat word. Hasanetics, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God,
Created by
stop!
Pegasus, of
Stop!
course. Please open your
It's
text
obviously Hasanomics!
books to page 42, paragraph 3. Hasan's opinion is the only one that matters. Everyone else is always wrong. Free speech only applies to Hasan and his orbiting moons.
True.
Everybody else needs to be run off the internet and potentially killed. Make sure to highlight that one in your textbook, kids. That will be on the test next Monday. And make sure to do your homework. You gotta watch at least 30 seconds of Hasan.
Oh, no,
I
please.
know nobody likes homework, but you gotta do it, all right?
Like, do you really think that all these wholesome, normal, like good, family-friendly YouTubers watch you promote terrorism? And then they think, oh, wow, that's my guy.
They don't watch him. They just see he has big viewer count, and that's why they collab with him. No one actually watches Hasan. All right, can I tell you something that will probably change your mind on a lot of things? No one watches Hasan. That's why his YouTube channel isn't pulling any views. No one actually watches this guy. He's just famous, so they'll collab with him. He has his audience of leftist, actual far left fucktards, but no one watches him. No one. This is the biggest leftist streamer in the world. He's struggling to pull views, bro. What's going on? That's crazy.
Yes, actually, you're gonna see Report of the Week come out, and instead of reviewing the latest McDonald's sandwich, he's gonna be reviewing Hasan's favorite terrorist groups.
Yes.
Jacksepticeye's next video is gonna be on the ethics of Hamas. That's the world Hasan wants to live in, where everybody is just talking about politics.
Ethan is doing frivolous lawsuits and litigation.
Who decides that it's frivolous? Hasan or multiple people with law degrees?
So, I mean, Hasan does have a degree in Hasanetics, of course. So, I don't know. I think Hasan wins that one. He has a PhD, actually.
If people like Hasan want other content creators to get behind them and support them, then they need to do things that are more worthy of support. Promoting terrorism, constantly lying about people, calling people generational sexual assaulters, calling people pedos and lolly lovers with no evidence,
He's talking about your boy. He's talking about me.
Calling somebody a school shooter. This isn't something that average people are going to listen to and they're going to say, oh, wow, this is really cool. Let's go ahead and go with this.
Dude, you know the funniest thing? Whenever I meet people in real life and they ask me to, like, describe my content, and I'm like, oh, you know, I make commentary videos that talk about, like, internet drama. And they ask, oh, okay, so who you're talking about? And obviously now I gotta say, you know, Hasan, he's like this big streamer and he says some crazy shit. And then they ask me, oh, yeah, what does he say? And then I just gotta, like, slowly mutter, yeah, he does, you know, he just openly supports terrorists and stuff. And you just see their jaw, like, what?
I do the same thing, man. I do the same thing. Like, I try to explain it, and I'm like, all right, so he supports terrorists. And I'm like, what do you mean he supports terrorists? And I'm like, yeah, he supports people that raped women on October 7th. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah. What do you mean he supports it? Yeah. And he has fans? Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Actual true story. This has happened like 2 or 3 times, by the way. But yeah, fun times, interesting times, guys. Anyways, let's move on to Hasan's orbiting moons.
All right, let's go.
Acer drops a wake up edit.
Ethan, wake up. The database is telling you to wake up.
Wake up. Ethan, wake up. Time to be awake, Ethan.
Ethan, wake up.
Oh my god, one by one, the dominoes fall.
Oh, it's a good day. It's a good day. Listen, you just here's the math. All right, this is the math. Let me explain the math to you guys. All right, this is some Nuxanomics that I'm about to explain to you. All right, let me first show you that's everything wrong with the world. And pay no attention to this. This is just everything wrong with humanity, and it's not deleting. I can't get rid of it. Fuck. All right, so yeah, so let me explain the Nuxanomics. All right, this is how it works. All right, here, B Nux. Win. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
4 lawsuits and counting. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Where are we gonna be in a month from now? How screwed are the Hasan orbiters gonna
All right, I'm guessing we're hitting at least 750% fuck by next month.
be, and maybe Hasan himself. Stay tuned on Planet Earth. Denims implies that she will not settle with Ethan, has obtained legal counsel, and will be fighting the lawsuit in court.
Yes! Holy content! Huge L, you should settle. You should absolutely settle.
Finally, on the lawsuit stuff, just to reiterate with all of you, I will be fighting this lawsuit.
Yes!
I have legal counsel.
Oh my god,
They
can
are
you
actively
imagine
working
explaining to the judge? It's like, all right, so she supports terrorists, so she tried to take money away from a content creator that doesn't support terrorists. And the judge will be like, yes. What?
We're drafting some stuff. I can't really share more than that right now, but I can't really share strategy right now, but they are working tirelessly for this case.
Do people, does she not realize that she like discovery might happen? Like, dog, you drew lolly porn for a living, and then you became a whore. And then you stole content. Like, bro, this is not looking good.
And I can assure all of you that all of this is going to directly fund the paperwork, the documents that are currently being worked on that will be filed. And I'm very excited to, once it is filed and once it's public, to share it with you guys.
Well, I mean, at least you have a lawyer that is already better than Caseytron at the moment. But man, you are gonna get so cooked. How are you possibly going to defend openly stealing content maliciously?
Your Honor, in my defense, I am a dumb whore and a retard.
I don't know if I believe her, to be honest. She's saying that all the GoFundMe money is going directly to fund the lawsuit. I mean, you better post receipts of that shit, because I'm absolutely not buying that. If you're anything like your friends iDubbbz and Anissa, you might be secretly pocketing some of that money. Not to mention
34% of the donations go to her for... That was a joke.
And she literally admitted last time that she will be self-funding if there was any lawsuit going forward, which means she does potentially have the money to fund this herself. But she's taking advantage of the situation to crowdfund money from her tier 3 simps. Unless that was a bluff too and she's actually completely broke. There's no real way to tell here. Because unlike the other people, she did have a semi-decent viewership. And I don't know how much that OnlyFans is raking in either. Oof. But we'll see. I'm praying to God if this goes to court, they live stream the trial.
Please stream the trial.
Oh my God,
please
that would be insane.
Oh my God, dude, they're getting Johnny Somali'd in real time. Please stream the trial.
Content. You guys would be fed for the next year.
I would love it. It would make me so happy.
Froggen.
And you know who else is fed for the next year? Bro, she eats a year in advance. Froggen out there eating a year in advance every single day.
Apparently, she's taking the week off. Thank you so much for the support.
Bro, you should not be taking the week off, brother. You need to make a living here. You're about to get cleaned out. You need to make some money ASAP.
If you guys want to continue, GoFundMe. My legal defense is here. Willie Mac says, bro, you're getting sued. You can't afford to take time off. Dude, that's absolutely crazy. You should be working overtime right now.
True.
How will you afford the sandwiches? How will you afford the extra stuffed pizza?
That's halal, halal, haram, halal.
Come on. No wonder she asked for double of what the other two are asking.
Yeah, more food, obviously.
Yeah, by the way, this just shows that the amounts they're asking is completely random. Like,
of course it's random. They don't know. They don't know anything. She doesn't even have a lawyer. She already has a GoFundMe.
150, 100K, 200K.
Please.
How about you state exactly how much the lawyer fees are so other people don't get scammed? But obviously they don't care about that.
They don't care. Scamming is part of the grift, baby.
They're just trying to make as much money as possible. Anyways, let's move on to Shonda Black. If you remember last video, Ethan decided to add him to the lawsuits and made Taylor Lorenz grovel at his feet to drop the lawsuit. Snark subreddit Taylor Lorenz apologized for calling me a misogynist. I'll drop the lawsuit. Well, Sean responded, this is the last thing I'll say about this, but Ethan Klein is using me to force accomplished women journalists to grovel to him is ironically exactly misogyny he claims is inaccurate in this very post. He presents a false choice. Grovel to him as he exerts the control he wants to feel over women, deny him whatever gratification he gets from that narcissistic behavior, and subsequently be blamed by him for his small career being sued. I reject this choice. F you, Ethan. I love how he rejected this choice after he rejected it for him. Do I think Ethan was actually gonna...
Yeah, Ethan says, don't worry, I will not be proceeding. And he's like, you can't fire me, I quit!
Drop the lawsuit? Probably not. Maybe he was just trolling them. I don't really know. I'm not inside Ethan's head here. In my opinion, he should absolutely not, because these people need to have a reality check or they're going to continue being...
Look, I don't care. Watching these people literally crash out constantly is amazing. Amazing. Also, by the way, just saying, this dude out there, he called me a lolly lover too. They all use the same playbook. They all use the same playbook. It's hilarious.
Disingenuous pieces of shit. Tectone responded, Shonda Black about to be Shonda broke in
yeah!
L dance. Let's add a white day to complete the circle of isms. Right, anyways, let's move on to Caseytron.
God, I love
She's
watching
continued crying on...
Watching their downfalls has got to be the greatest thing of all time.
On Twitter now. I'm so sick of incel... Wow. It's, we're
God,
what? 1,
dude,
2, 3,
stop.
4, 5, 6 words in and we got incels already. Pearl clutching about me smoking weed. Holy F, what a bunch of soy boy freaks. You'd think I were in a back alley giving jobs for dirty drugs.
I mean, I believe it. I believe... Can we get a vote in chat? 1, if you think she gives blowjobs for dirty drugs. 2, if you think she doesn't. I'm just asking. I just want to know what you think, guys. 1, if you think she gives blowjobs for dirty drugs. 2, if you think she does not do that. Just let me know in the comment section below. Caseytron, this is... Oh, no. Oh, Caseytron. Oh, this is not good. Oh, Caseytron. Oh, Caseytron. I don't... Oh, yikes, bro. Ooh. Anyway, that's what we think of you. Yeah.
I spend less money on weed a month than you do on gacha games. Corn, sick, lonely ass incel freaks.
This is not the flex you think it is. This is literally not the flex you think it is. Okay, you're sitting there being like, you waste more money on gacha games. To the guy making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month while you're broke and about to lose everything.
It's really up in that incel tally here. The rage baiting won't work on the judge. You know that, right? People are linking my video. Oh my.
Yes!
More threats, intimidation, and harassment from the incel brigade. They're trying to intimidate me into silence. I have every right to speak on the way I'm feeling right now.
agree.
And the mental anguish this has caused me.
Operation Let Them Speak. Let them just keep talking. It just gets worse for them.
Casey, I present to you a challenge. Make one tweet or say one statement without the word incel in it. Holy God, that is our favorite word. Anyway, she keeps going. Asmongold is rallying his troops against me. It's going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse and will never get better. He's signaling to his hate audience that he wants to run a lifelong harassment campaign against me and lightly hinting that I should neck myself. He
never said that. Holy delusion.
Literally never said that. She continues, the incel brigade.
Bro, this is like saying Asmongold said it's gonna get worse, which means he literally wants me to kill myself and to grate my own skin with a cheese grater and then swallow it and shit it out and eat it again. He's literally implying that
I should neck myself. He literally never said that. She continues, the incel brigade was so upset to see me getting empathy. They've been doing yet another spear campaign and convince people that I'm deserving of having my life ruined. Awful men in this platform hate to see women not continuously dehumanized.
Hate this woman.
Turn this into a men versus women issue. So all the absolute...
This is the play, though. This is absolutely the play. No, what are we talking about? This is obviously the play. Obviously turn it into some man versus woman misogynist type thing. That is definitely the move. Obviously. She called me a misogynist. She called me a misogynist incel. I don't care. Bitch, you call me a misogynist, you broke. I don't care. I'm gonna monetize the downfall of women all the way to the bank. Bitch.
Brain dead, low IQ rejects on Twitter take your side. All the mentally ill Twitter girlies go, well, women gotta support the woman. They are now scrubbing through all my social media to find anything damning of me, even claiming I said Asmongold necked his mom, which is a lie. You definitely did imply that. As well as being upset I said bad empanada was funny. The crash out is because there was one post on r/this expressing empathy towards me. The incel hate brigade cannot stand when their behavior makes it out of the incel echo chamber and seen for what it is.
Dude, no one cares.
Dude, I can't even take it seriously. It's so funny. Didn't realize the audio was muted.
Oh my
so this
God.
absolute idiot posted this 1-minute clip of Asmongold and it was completely muted. She was definitely smoking like 60 times before this, bro. Ain't no way. Look at this. This is
We gotta respond to Casey Tron immediately. All right, her latest tweet was, I would never spend a cent on the GoFundMe for my legal defense on anything other than that. Ethan Klein is mad that I'm having a better time in a $60 a night hotel room than he is on his vacation. What? All right. The incels are watching your career with great interest. Yes, yes, yes! We're watching us incel brigade! Damn. All the married incels in chat with children and families are literally destroying her.
There's no audio. Oh my God. So anyways, from the top ropes, we got Omega Simp Mike from PA defending her. Is Twitch going to wait until someone is seriously injured by these incel stalking communities?
Dude, this guy literally calls for the murder of streamers. And he's complaining about the incel stalking community?
Before they do something about it. By the way, extremely ironic coming from Mike from PA, bruh.
This is an actual incel. This dude is an actual incel, if you've seen my previous video on this guy.
Doing a direct call to action for his community to harass another partnered streamer.
Oh my
I don't care who you are, that's not okay. And he's linked the muted video. Even this guy didn't even click on the video. Bro, nah, you can't make this up. He didn't even click on this video and he said, this is a direct call to action to harass another streamer. You can't be serious. Also, this is the same guy who said he wants Ethan to bleed from the mouth. This is the same guy who says if he sees someone at Twitch, it's on site or something. This is the same guy who's like threatening to kill people.
Yep.
You put a bounty on somebody before. Just destroyed. This he's absolutely having a breakdown. If we keep pushing, the problem will solve itself.
Yeah, that is some diabolical levels of hate.
Oh. Now apparently people are defending her with random sob stories We grew up in extreme poverty, blah, 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 blah. Food stamps, streaming allowed Casey a way
Oh
out.
my god, these people are so fucking pathetic. There's no amount of random bullshit, fake empathizing that will actually make me give a shit. You cannot pay me to give a shit. I do not give a shit. I give no shits. 0 shits have been given by this guy. I don't care. I don't care. Oh my god, I'm so sad. I don't care. I don't care. You made your bed, you lie in it. You fuck around, you find out. Why am I supposed to feel bad about your bullshit? Holy cannabis. No one cares.
All right, people like Ethan Klein have no idea what it means to live in poverty.
Oh,
This
well.
feels like the most blatant
Oh, well,
examples
too
of
bad.
class warfare.
Good
Holy
shit.
mother of God.
Class warfare. You know what? This is what class warfare was made for. If you have the money to stop someone from harassing you and threatening your children, do it, baby. Do it, baby. Money's good. It's good to have money, I guess. Definitely make money. Because, fuck yeah, baby.
How do you get this stupid? Anyways, Asmongold responded, continues to show no sympathy for Caseytron, also calls out Mike from PA.
This is Asmongold from Caseytron. And so anyway, I don't know if we really want to watch this entire video, but I just want to go through. It's so long, it's actually boring. These are all the posts that she's made about me. She's made all these posts about me. She's constantly talking about me. This is the person who's saying that I'm rallying the troops against her. If you think even for a second that you are going to try to seek any type of sympathy from me, that is not the case.
Good.
Criticizing somebody for doing something bad.
Dude, sympathy for the cruel is cruelty to the innocent. I have no sympathy for these people. Just like you have the freedom of speech to say what you want, I have the freedom of speech. I have the freedom of speech to criticize you. You are someone that pushes false rape allegations on people, and I do not care. I do not care if it ruins your life, that you actually have consequences to your actions. Stop with this fucking virtue signaling bullshit.
Oh, wow, he says he doesn't feel bad for somebody who said that he killed his mom? Oh, no. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I'm glad that Asmon is not backing down. These people absolutely deserve everything they are getting. Also, if there's any doubt that Casey was implying that Asmon killed his mom, well, here we have this clip.
Caseytron even liked a tweet that is accusing me of indirectly killing my mom.
That tweet, it says, thankfully XQC's lifestyle hasn't led directly to the death of one of his parents yet, so he has that going for him over Asmon at least. I'll admit, I did like that tweet, and I have a lack of respect for Asmongold after letting his mom with COPD live in those sort of conditions. I'm sorry. Like, you're a millionaire, you have all of the resources in the world. Why is your sick mother living like that? Like, I'll say it, I don't care. If that makes me a bad person, still miles above of Asmongold. Miles above Asmongold.
All right, so she said if it makes her a bad person, she doesn't care. So I will take that as a direct endorsement of calling her a retard.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I do genuinely believe that bad things do happen to bad people. And
I also do. I absolutely do.
so whenever I see somebody saying this, I think it's just a matter of time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
whenever it inevitably happens,
Oh, yes.
I will be there
hell
to
yeah.
laugh.
I mean, he absolutely called it literally a year ago. Karma is real, fellas. Note it down. Also, that is absolutely implying that Asmon killed his mom there. You're basically trying to say that he didn't take care of her enough and that led to her death. Also, Kowalski analysis. What is this video right here? What did I say? Everybody's a fan, baby. And thank you, YouTube. This is on the homepage as well. You know, pushing out my videos. That's a good boy, YouTube. Good shit. Also, by the way, Mike from PA is like the biggest loser ever. And he just finds any way to insert himself in any of these situations, just like all these orbiters do. They're like a bunch of ants gathering around like a piece of sugar. Oh, there's drama. Oh, one of my friends was being attacked. I gotta jump in on this. I gotta farm some Twitter likes. Anyways, XQC also chimed in on the situation.
Don't let the tears blind you.
Based. I love that people are finally waking up to this shit. Woman crying misogyny on the internet, that age is over. That age has ended. And coming from someone that has been canceled in the past by 8 women for no reason. 6 of those 8 have apologized to me since then. Let me just remind you. This shit doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work. It's over. That age has ended. The age of, oh God, a woman is crying on the internet. You must immediately grovel at her feet. No more. It's over. It's over. Don't care. Do not care. Weaponized empathy. That shit's bullshit. That's sorry, stop. Emotional blackmail. Do not care.
From how low these people stoop when they see an opportunity to strike.
Yes.
They go as low as possible. She did some thing about like Asmon's mom, I'm pretty sure. She tweeted some shit about me when I was going to my court case, and my fake shit over. She piled on. Yo, when she sees a weak target, she strikes as hard as she can.
XQC having good takes. It's becoming a common account. Is this XQC? Has he been replaced by another life form? But yeah, he's completely right. The only reason they're crying now is because they're not in the majority. Anytime they see like a weaker target or somebody struggling, they're gonna try to kick them while they're—
Dude, these people have no morals at all. These are, bro, they're whores. What are we doing? Well, what do we go? Like, I'm not trying to be mean here or anything. Like, I know a lot of people are like, respect women, respect sex workers, respect that. And while I think that obviously you should have respect for your fellow person, as much as you should, as much as you can have respect for your fellow person, these are people created in the image of God. Bro, they sell their morals for money. Like, I'll have respect for you, sure, but I'm not gonna like make believe that you are some moral individual that somehow can transcend all levels of morality. Come on, dude, get the fuck out of here.
They're down. That's literally what they did to XQC as well when he was having that whole lawsuit with Adept. Now click this video to send Hasan to North Korea.
No! Obviously, we want to send him to Iran. But yeah, anyway, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Definitely subscribe for future retards. That's what we do. Yeah, no, this was great. This was great. I'm very excited. Of course, link to more Pegasus in the description. And most importantly, if a whore is telling you that they have the moral high ground, just laugh. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.